This video is brought to you by Megalopolis City of Collectibles.
It's morphin' time!
Don't forget to head over to megalopolis.toys for all of your more phenomenal Power Rangers action figure needs, including things like the Power Rangers Lightning Collection from Hasbro. Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and this is my top 10 Power Ranger Lightning Collection action figures of 2020. Now this is something I've been wanting to do for quite some time, as I absolutely love Power Rangers, and the Lightning Collection, in my opinion, is easily the best action figure line for Power Rangers that we've ever received, and I am so stoked to have all of these in my collection. So before we crack open the top 10, I want to take a closer look at a runner-up. Just outside the top 10, we're looking at King Sphinx. Now this might upset some people, but I love King Sphinx and I was really looking forward to this figure, but the lack of paint in the face is really upsetting. It really changes the look of this character. And yes, he's still awesome, but man, I shouldn't have to fix anything, honestly. And yes, it's an easy fix, but my other issue is his size. He is entirely too big. Now, he's out of scale with things like the regular Rangers or even Goldar, which is something you can't change. That's exactly why he didn't make it into the top 10. Now, those things aside, he's still a really awesome piece, very impressive. I just wish they could have fixed things like the paint and the scale.
Number 10.
Coming in at number 10, I'm going to give it to the Zeo Red Ranger. Now, I'll be very honest, I'm just giving it this because I am so biased to the Zeo team. They are my favorite Rangers. I absolutely love this particular Red Ranger, as I always thought the Star Visor was really cool, and the fact they actually gave him his Ranger-specific weapon in that Star Saber is something that was really lacking in the Zeo Blue Ranger. Again, this is me just being completely biased. I just love this character, love this team. That's why he gets the number 10 spot.
Number 9.
Coming in at number 9, I'm giving it to the Rita Repulsa and Lord Zed 2-pack. Now yes, we've already gotten Lord Zed before, but they did fix the minor issue of his claws not being painted, and finally painted them with the silver plastic, so that's really cool. But man, that Rita Repulsa is something that a lot of us have been wanting for many years, and we finally got her, and I think she's very well done. The soft goods dress is super rad. I love the paint and sculpt of this entire figure, and man, that face sculpt and head sculpt are so well done. I guess my minor only issue would be that I wish she came with a laughing head sculpt. I think that would have been cool too, but she's so impressive, and that's why this 2-pack gets the number 9 spot.
Number 8.
And at number 8, I'm giving it to the Omega Ranger. Now, I think this one is so much fun because, hey, it's the first figure in this line that we're getting an actual vehicle, and I think that's really cool. That gives me hope that we'll get other vehicles in this scale, because that is something that I know a lot of us want. The paint is overall really nice, the gold is very vibrant, I love the effect piece that he has, and it's just a really cool figure. I mean, look at that cycle, that thing is awesome. So I am so stoked to have this guy in the collection. That's why he comes in at number 8.
Number 7.
And at number 7, I'm giving it to the Ranger Slayer. Now man, I don't think I've ever loved a Pink Ranger more than the Ranger Slayer. She is definitely, in my opinion, one of the biggest badasses of all time in the Ranger world. I love the whole contrast of the black and pink. That Sword of Darkness bow is really cool, and I love the arrow effect piece that we're getting. She is just such an awesome piece, and I absolutely love her, and again, probably my favorite female in all of Power Rangers. That's why she comes in at number 7.
Number 6.
Taking number 6, I'm giving it to Blaze. Now man, I am a sucker for an evil ranger, and Blaze is exactly that. I think he's such a cool looking character with that deep red, that silver, all look awesome to me. I love the fact that he's not just a carbon copy of another Ranger with a different color. He is a very unique sculpt that we're not going to really see a whole lot of, and I think it's really cool that Hasbro went that extra mile with this piece. His unhelmeted head, his sword, effect piece, and briefcase are so well done. He's such a cool and unique character for something where you're going to see a lot of repetitive part usage. He's very much his own, and I love that about him. That's why Blaze comes in at number 6.
Number 5.
And of course at number 5, I have to have Zordon and the Alpha 5 2-pack. Now man, this is a really cool set that I wasn't sure if we would actually get in this line. But Alpha 5 is so beautiful, bright, vibrant, super clean paint, and surprisingly articulated. That's something that I never thought we would see with an Alpha 5 figure. Yes, Zordon is just a head in a tube, but man, he's a badass head in a tube. He glows very vibrantly with that LED light, and again, this is just a super awesome 2-pack that I never thought we would get. And if you're building a Dio, man, you gotta have these two. That's why Zordon and Alpha 5 come in at number 5.
Number 4.
Taking the number 4 spot, I'm giving it to the Dino Thunder White Ranger. Now before you bite my head off, totally understand that he was lacking paint in the helmet, which made him look very awkward and quite frankly kind of ugly. It really changed the whole look of the character. But man, there's no denying he is one of the best and coolest looking Rangers, in my opinion, in history. He's so badass, very well articulated, super vibrant, clean white paint, which I'm so stoked about. But the fact that Hasbro decided to give us a properly painted helmet absolutely for free is something that I wish more companies would take responsibility for. That really bumps this up for me because they know they had an issue and they fixed it, and I think it's really cool for collectors. Now he looks even more badass with a proper helmet, a really cool weapon and effect piece. That's why the White Ranger comes in at number 4.
Number 3.
Battle rapping his way into the number 3 spot, I'm giving it to the Pumpkin Rapper. Now man, I am so happy that we're getting more monsters from Hasbro. That's something that's always lacked in any Power Rangers line. So I'm hoping we get more and more and more, because I will take every monster and every villain that they could possibly give us. Pumpkin Rapper was such a unique, weird, and goofy character, but we all loved him. The sculpt is so gorgeous on this piece. I love the wash on the head, and yes, it probably could have used a little more on the body, but that doesn't bother me too much. I love the vines, rolling effect piece, and those pumpkins that you could pop on other figures. I think that's so cool. Again, Hasbro, please give us more monsters. I will buy every last one of them, as long as they're in the proper scale, please. That's why Pumpkin Rapper comes in at number 3.
Number 2.
Conquering his way to number 2, I'm giving it to the exclusive Lord Drakkon Evo 3. Now man, this is a very impressive box set, as I think Lord Drakkon is one of the coolest characters that the Rangers has ever come across. I love the comic books, I love what they've done with this character, and he's just so maniacal, evil, and so badass, and I'm so stoked that we got him in figure form in this line. This Evo 3 look is really impressive with the black suit, dark grays, gold, that insane helmet, and I absolutely love the little Dio that we get as a little stand for his Saba, all those crushed extra helmets that looks like he just kicked the crap out of the Rangers. I think that's so cool. Throw in some really rad green lightning effects, and man, you have one impressive looking display. Lord Drakkon in this form is insane. A beautiful action figure. That's why he gets the number 2 spot.
Number 1.
Taking the number 1 spot, I'm giving it to all 6 Psycho Rangers. Now yes, I get it, 6 figures for 1 spot? Are you crazy, Bat Bomb? No, it's my list, leave me alone, I can do what I want. They're all basically the exact same figure, with the exception of the female buck. They all share a lot of the same parts, just with different paint and different weapons, but still, I absolutely love the Psycho Rangers. In my opinion, they are one of the most badass and unique teams that we've ever seen, and they're oh so evil. I think it's so cool. Every last one of them is more maniacal than the next. I love the twisted and warped weapons that they have. The articulation works very well. The paint is super cool on all of these. And hey, this is actually the first team that we completed in this line. I think that's something that's pretty cool. And we actually got a 5-pack of all the first Rangers. I think it's really rad. So again, a completed team? Yes, the Silver Psycho doesn't count. Sorry. These are 6 really rad figures, and I absolutely love them. That's why the Psycho Rangers take the #1 spot for 2020. So there it is, guys, my top 10 action figures for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection of 2020. Now, in my opinion, this is the best action figure line that we have ever received from Power Rangers, and for the most part, I think Hasbro is doing an incredible job. I love the fact that we're getting a diverse cast of characters from good guys to bad guys from all the different seasons. I think it's super cool, but this really is my dream line. I always wanted a 1/12 scale line with highly posable figures, tons of interchangeable parts and accessories, and man, these are all just beautiful action figures that I think we all deserved for so long. Now, do you have your top 10? I'm sure you have some that are different from mine, so please feel free to let me know, and try not to get on me too much about King Sphinx, but still, I think all of these are so much fun, and a definite must-get for all of your collections. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.
The world is very lucky to have you, and so am I. May the power protect you, always.